it goes something like this.
Hey.
Something like that. Yeah, so my inspiration to learn the guitar was actually that song I just played, the Mambo Sawa song. That guitar part was so iconic. So I was actually on tour. I think I was never satisfied with what the guitar could do by itself. Yeah, so I happened to go to a school that had like a music room and all instruments were just there. And it was easy to access them. So I started learning other instruments, started learning drums, started learning keyboards, and started like leading the band, trying to maybe create different parts for a song. And I just wished that the creativity we do does not only end on stage, it would be maybe recorded and played back. But when I joined campus, I didn't really have any. I just had my laptop, which I would use mostly for documents and schoolwork. But I installed a program called FL Studio. I just had a laptop and headphones, that was it. So I would get acapellas from internet. By that time there was no AI to split voice and instrument. I'll just get an acapella, random acapella from the internet that I like, and then start putting beats to it. And through that process I started learning different things about music production, how to put different instruments together, how to get sound. So making remixes for me is what really taught me a lot about music production. Yeah, I don't know how to do random things.
That's
in life.
Yeah.
There are 7 things you need to consider.
Chronicles of Baguma.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Strum, where creativity meets innovation. My name is Obo Rogers, and in today's exciting episode of Strum, I'll be speaking to a good friend of mine, David Baguma. He'll be sharing his experience as a guitarist and a music producer. Let's dive in.
Hello everyone, welcome to my studio. This is Sp3ctrum David studio. Yeah, very happy to have you here. My name is David Baguma, but I go by the name Sp3ctrum David. Most people actually know Sp3ctrum, they don't know the Baguma one. But yeah, I am a music producer and guitarist, very passionate about music and very passionate about what music can do for the community.
Wow. Why the name Sp3ctrum? Why Sp3ctrum? Is it because you wear specs? Is it because you have you remember in physics that stuff of prisms and spectrum? Why?
You're really close. So Sp3ctrum is really a name that encompasses 2 things. One of them is sound and one of them is light. So in both scenarios, it represents frequencies. So in my view, I make music to reflect God's light.
Wow. That's deep. We should put like a sound effect there. Wow. That's really good to know. Okay, I'm going to ask you a few icebreaker questions. Okay. Yeah. And don't overthink about the response. Just give us the first thing that comes to your mind, okay? Yeah, so the first one is, if you could have any superpower while playing guitar, what would it be?
I think a superpower is something that seems impossible. So maybe the ability to play 2 guitars at once, or even 3. Like there will be atmos of guitars. Yeah.
So you need like what? You'd want to have like what? Some other 2 hands.
Even if it's not 2 hands, but I can play a guitar with my mind and just airdrop the ideas.
Wow.
Yeah.
Interesting. Second question: if you were to create a stage name for yourself, what would it be?
I think Sp3ctrum.
Yeah, I knew.
Sp3ctrum. I like it, and I really like it. And it has some meaning, so I love it.
Okay. third question. Imagine you are playing guitar at a sold-out concert. What's the first song you'd perform?
I think one of my favorite songs. It's called "Sky Full of Stars" by Coldplay. That song is just beautiful. Yeah, I love it.
Wow. Yeah, let me add a second part to this question. If you're playing at a worship session, what song would you want to play?
There's a new song by Watoto, and the song is called "Dream Again." It was actually just released a few weeks ago, and that song has like the best guitars I've ever had in my speakers. Yeah, the song has like it's really guitar driven, and it has a lot of energy, and the way they structured the chords and the choice of which chords they played was just really amazing. So I would do that one.
Wow. Oh, okay. I know Dream Again.
Yeah.
If you had to choose only one, would you be known as a guitar maestro or the mastermind behind the board producing hits?
I think a mastermind behind the board. I find comfort in being behind the scenes. I don't like being in the spotlight. I wish guitar puts you in the spotlight and like people are watching you, but if I'm here in my room, the work speaks for me. I don't have to be in public. Yeah, even fear the camera, but
it was a hassle getting you to sit behind this camera, right?
yeah.
So you prefer to be in the kitchen, right?
That's right.
Oh, interesting. The last question to wrap this up. What's the first song you ever learned to play on guitar, and do you still enjoy playing it today?
So the first song I learned fully is a song called Mambo Sawa. Yeah, it's our total song still. It has a very simple riff that almost plays throughout the whole song. So it was easy for me to learn, and yeah, I still enjoy it. I really enjoy playing it today if I'm with friends, or maybe during sound check. I like to tease the riff. Yeah.
The viewers want to hear an a cappella of that song.
Maybe I will. I'll do it.
They want it now.
The guitar is here. Actually, it goes something like this. It goes something like this.
Hey.
Something like that.
Wow. Thank you. That was amazing. We've gotten to know about you, a few fun facts about you, a few reasons behind the name Sp3ctrum. We want to know like how you started to do this. What made you pick up the guitar for the first time?
Yeah, so my inspiration to learn the guitar was actually that song I just played, the Mambo Sawa song. That guitar part was so iconic. So I was actually on tour with Watoto, and there was this facilitator, I'll call him an uncle, on the bus. I knew how to play guitar, so I went to him and asked him, "Can you teach me how to play this song?" Yeah, and he's like, yeah, I can teach you. So instead of teaching me that song, he started teaching me the chords, and knowing that I would teach myself if I know the fundamentals. Yeah, so he started teaching me chords. We would be in the host homes and he would be teaching me the simple chords, and then on the bus I would be trying to learn those chords. Yeah, so when the tour ended, I came back to Uganda and I still had the interest. And also my father was a guitarist. He used to play in church, so I think it was in my DNA. Yeah, so I just continued with that legacy and yeah, kept on learning and building on that.
Interesting. How does that connect to music production? Because nowadays you're not just a guitarist, you're now a music producer. So how did you find that connection? How did you get to that bridge from being a guitarist to being a music producer that you are now?
Yeah, so I think I was never satisfied with what the guitar could do by itself. Yeah, so I happened to go to a school that had like a music room and all instruments were just there. And it was easy to access them. So I started learning other instruments, started learning drums, started learning keyboards, and started like leading the band, trying to maybe create different parts for the song. And I just wished that the creativity we do does not only end on stage, it would be maybe recorded and played back. So there was a camp at school, and in this camp they brought producers from like USA, Australia. Yeah, so when they came, instead of going to the guitar class, I went to the music production class, and my life has never been the same again.
Wow. So for anyone like starting out in music production, what are the first things they can get like to start out? Like if I am here, I'm listening to this, I'm watching this interview, and I want to get into music production. What do I need to start with? Do I need to get a loan? Do I need to like I don't know. What does it take to start out with music production? Do I just need a laptop? Do I need an instrument? Just talk us through that.
Yeah, I think all you need is really a laptop and a lot of passion, a lot of it. Yeah, when I started out, at school we did have the equipment to do production, but when I joined campus, I didn't really have anything. I just had my laptop, which I would use mostly for documents and schoolwork. But I installed a program called FL Studio. I just had a laptop and headphones, that was it. So I would get acapellas from the internet. By that time, there was no AI to split voice and instrument. I'll just get an acapella, random acapella from the internet that I like, and then start putting beats to it. And through that process, I started learning different things about music production, how to put different instruments together, how to get sound. So making remixes for me is what really taught me a lot about music production.
We're good to go now. Well, this thing, it doesn't have to be serious. Just random. B-roll footage.
Yeah, I don't know how to do random things.
That's
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, 7 things.
Chronicles of Bakuma.